A cascade of boos from the Row Nation for the world's most famous paper shredder, Gino. The unholy alliance between Gino and Ayden Cristiano. Gino lost his father at a young age, and who took him under his wing? Ayden Cristiano. These two had epic battles against each other, including a 9-month rivalry for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. And yet somehow, here they are, arm in arm, standing together tonight. Gino sat here weeks ago and said, this is about business. I think it's about more than just that, Brad Gilmore. This truly is an unholy alliance between these two. And Gino can say what he wants, but he is most definitely standing with La Familia.
Absolutely, Matt Topolsky. And who would have thought a couple of years ago the main event of Summer of Champions 3 was these two, or excuse me, Summer Champions 4 was these two men. We saw Ayden Cristiano and Gino battling for the Reality Wrestling Championship. Now, what a difference 24 months can make. They're on the same page, and they want the same thing, and that is to put Rex Andrews and Bryan Keith out of commission for good.
You are looking live at Summer of Champions 6. This is the blue label of professional wrestling, the reality of wrestling. If you're joining us for the first time tonight, thank you for the vote of confidence. Stick around for more. Hit that subscribe button and share.
And their opponents, introducing first from Greens Point, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bryan Keith.
What a reaction for the Lone Ranger of the Row, Matt Topolsky. Bryan Keith in what may be the biggest match of his career on the biggest stage of all. And he's got a big partner to back him up here.
Bryan Keith was once a fan of Booker T, a young fan of professional wrestling that once sat at the Pasadena Convention Center and watched then the PWA as a fan and said, one day I will be a part of what you're doing.
And his tag team partner from Dothan, Alabama, weighing in at 220 pounds, the precision tactician, Rex Andrews.
The last time Rex Andrews stepped inside a Reality of Wrestling ring for sanctioned action, he faced a two-time Hall of Famer and the president and CEO of this company, Booker T. It was a moment in which he earned the Hall of Famer's respect, and he showed the professional wrestling world what he was all about. Moments after that matchup concluded, he was ambushed by La Familia. It was a blueprint from Gino. It was a blueprint from Ayden Cristiano, which took out Rex Andrews, and we never thought we would see him here again. But tonight, he returns at Summer of Champions 6.
And we're looking right here in front of us at La Familia, and you talked about how Gino turned white as a bedsheet a few weeks ago when he saw Rex Andrews. You should look at his face right now.
And Brad Gilmore, Ayden Cristiano is escorting Reyna and Humberto out of here. Basically saying to them, this is going to get ugly, you need to go.
Absolutely, Max Humberto going to watch over Reyna in the back. But these two men, Gino Ayden Cristiano, going up against two very, I wouldn't say hungry is the word, but determined and motivated gentlemen in their other corner, Rex Andrews and Bryan Keith. But look here, here's what's interesting. Rex Andrews talking a lot of smack right now to Ayden and Gino. Bryan Keith has a smile on his face. I'm just hoping Bryan Keith is aware of the gravity of the situation going on right now. It looks like Rex Andrews is going to start off this match.
Rex Andrews looks like he has put on some muscle. He has used that time outside of the squared circle to rehab and to come back stronger than ever. Bryan Keith is looking lean, trim, and ready to go, and he's got a whole new swagger in his corner. Ayden Cristiano, meanwhile, has been on his game, but he lost that television championship a few weeks back, and ever since then, he hasn't really had his head in the game. And then we have Gino, who is still looking for his spot, trying to reestablish himself. We don't know what his next plans are, but right now, he's got to get through Rex Andrews.
And now double team on Rex Andrews, and here comes Bryan Keith Referee's already lost control of this match. We knew the tensions were gonna be hot, things were gonna get heated. And now Rex Andrews going right after Ayden Cristiano on the outside.
Brad, this has been a night of can you top this? It has been physical, it has been violent. And it looks like that theme is going to continue right now. Bryan Keith. Perched up top.
Bryan Keith perched up top. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, on to all three men. Bryan Keith trying to check and make sure he's all good. And the Cruiserweight Cowboy went flying early.
Gino, frustrated here, trying to take advantage. Vintage Rex Andrews! We never thought we'd see it again! But he rolls through and sends Gino into next week with that clothesline.
Remember, this was the main event last year's Summer of Champions. Rex Andrews, Gino for the first time ever. And here we are 12 months later. They meet again inside the squared circle as Rex Andrews blocks that shot from Ayden Cristiano and lights his chest up with a chop that you can hear all around the world.
And early on in this matchup, it is as advertised. It has been physical. It has been downright diabolical. Rex Andrews has a score to settle. Bryan Keith has a point to make.
You know, here's the interesting thing also, Matt Topolsky. Bryan Keith and Rex Andrews, no strangers to each other. The last time that they were in the squared circle together, it was on opposite sides of the ring. They were opponents. Oh, for several months here in Reality Wrestling, they had a beef. Obviously, that hatchet has been buried.
Over the top here. Oh, he just walked right into something that I don't think he was too excited about.
Waistlock takedown. Pin. Front face lock. There's that amateur wrestling and MMA influence from Rex Andrews.
Nothing would make Rex Andrews happier here tonight than to get a piece of Gino's arm and take it home with him.
Oh, Rex had it scouted. You got to think he's been thinking about this moment for nearly 9 long months, and a slap to the face from the former champion.
Oh my goodness. Gino just lit a fuse. Rex Andrews looks like he's about to explode.
He's gonna go for that arm. He's almost got that arm, Matt Topolsky. And a blind tag from Bryan Keith to Rex Andrews. I don't think Gino's aware of it. Gino enziguri in the corner. Bryan Keith just buying his time to get in here.
Rex Andrews, excellent reversal.
Cover.
1. It's up to 2, but it's broken up quickly afterwards by Ayden Cristiano.
Tag.
The energy level here tonight in the World Gym Arena, absolutely deafening. At Summer of Champions 6. You know, it's cliched sometimes when commentators talk about the fact that this is a matchup that's about more than championships. It's about respect. It's about evening the score. But if there was ever an instance of that, this is it right now.
Absolutely. As Bryan Keith trying to get the upper hand on Ayden Cristiano, Gino trips him, falls right on the apron, and that pissed off the precision tactician who's coming around the corner. Oh! Rex Andrews looking on as Bryan Keith back in the ring.
Being pinned here, but gets that foot on the bottom rope.
Big shout out to Donald Green, who just contributed again via the super chat, and a big chop to the chest to the Cruiserweight Cowboy.
Snap there over the top, and now Gino just trying to slow down the pace of this matchup a little bit. And that's interesting because normally that's not Gino's game. Gino likes to operate at a higher pace, in a higher gear. He's a high flyer. That is normally his game, but here tonight he wants to slow down the emotion of this matchup, because if he can't do that, Rex Andrews is eventually going to get in there and take him apart.
You're absolutely right. It's the emotion of the match that has fueled Bryan Keith and, more importantly, Rex Andrews, who's making his comeback here right now in Reality Wrestling. The first time we've seen him inside the squared circle since he wrestled Booker T. Oh! But Ayden Cristiano and Gino, here's their advantage, Matt Topolsky. Not only are they here,
Cover here, 2, kick out.
not only are they former reality wrestling champions, these two have grown up together. I mean, like you said earlier, Ayden Cristiano took Gino under his wing at a very early age, and he taught him everything that he knew. They have almost a familial type bond with one another. That's where they benefit as a tag team, even though this is the first time they've teamed together.
And I'll tell you something else that we've never seen in reality of wrestling history. This tag team between the two of them have a combined 4 reality of wrestling championship reigns.
Absolutely, very incredible. Now, Bryan Keith, former television champion. You have Rex Andrews, Triple Crown champion here at Reality of Wrestling. A lot of titles between the 4 competitors.
Speaking of championships, still to come in our main event. NXT's Dio Matic, formerly Marcellus Black, returns to the World Gym Arena to face the final boss, ruthless Ryan Davidson, with the Reality of Wrestling Championship hanging in the balance. A lot of history between those two, and what headlines would be written tomorrow morning if that Road title went to NXT. It could happen. It's sanctioned, and it's after this. Roll up here from Bryan Keith to finish it off. Gino went for the super kick, didn't get the head, got the shoulder. It was enough to break the count.
Here we go, the double team on Bryan Keith. Rex Andrews could make the tag, but wait a minute, a double DDT. Bryan Keith has to make the tag now. Rex Andrews is begging, he's pleading, he's yearning for a tag from the Cruiserweight Cowboy. Can Bryan Keith make it over to the corner, Matt?
Bryan Keith did not take them to the rodeo, but damn close. Now he's got to punch that ticket and get Rex Andrews back involved in this matchup. He does that, it's a game changer.
Bryan Keith trying to get whatever energy is left in his body after taking out both Gino and Ayden Cristiano. There's the tag, Matt. And the precision tactician unloading on Gino, and now Ayden Cristiano.
Rex Andrews drops Gino face first from that suplex position. Look out here.
Northern Lights.
A Northern Lights style throw from Rex Andrews. Double underhook here.
Oh, to the knee.
Face meets knee. 1, 2, 3, oh.
Gino able to break up the count at the last second. And now the Latin heartthrob and the precision tactician go at it again. Reminding us of last year's Summer Champions main event.
The velocity of those chops. Gino and Rex both pushing each other to the limit here. Snake eyes in the corner. Ayden Cristiano charging up. Wow. And now these two double teaming Rex Andrews. 4 championship reigns between the two of them, trying to put him away here. No.
And that nonchalant cover, what disrespect from Gino. Not only does he rip the signs up with the Road Nation, shove the referee.
Gino's gonna have to be careful. This is not a no disqualification match. He just put his hands on the official. We don't have instant replay in wrestling, but that should have been a DQ.
That should have been a DQ. Referee allowing a little bit of leniency because he knows what this match means to all 4 competitors and the Road Nation. We want to get a clean winner here at Road Summer of Champions 6.
Cannonball in the corner here.
Well, look at that teamwork. And
oh my goodness! A devastating Scarlet Letter double team. Bryan Keith hopped off the bull and threw himself across the ring to break that count.
But Rex Andrews' conscience might have been relocated elsewhere after that devastating double team Scarlet Letter. He's still reeling from that as Bryan Keith now taking the punishment.
Rex Andrews right now completely out of it. And Gino up top in the high rent district trying to finish off Bryan Keith. Look out!
Oh!
Super side effect!
Bryan Keith digging down deep to pull that off. He's gasping for air as no man is at a vertical base yet. Bryan Keith up to almost, there he is. Bryan Keith's up to his feet now. Dodged up, dick dive and dodge. The challenger, excuse me, the former champion. Oh!
Rex Andrews looking to get a piece of that arm. He's got his faculties back about him. Can he break those fingertips? Those fingertips are the only thing, I tell you, Brad, that's keeping Gino's arm attached to his shoulder.
Oh! Big elbow drop off the top from Ayden Cristiano.
Hit attempt here from Gino, who is the legal man to finish it off. No! Rex Andrews coming back. Coming back from being blacked out like a storefront on Labor Day and keeps it alive.
Here we go. Rex Andrews.
And now Ayden Cristiano looking for ground zero there.
Rex Andrews fighting off both men. Wait a minute. Ayden Cristiano mistakenly threw Gino out of the ring. Rex throws Ayden.
Rex Andrews dumping them both outside, I think to give Bryan Keith and himself an opportunity just to catch a breather. This matchup has been in sixth gear since the bell rang. Neither side preserving any energy at all. Look out!
Oh, wow!
From the top of the skyscraper onto the floor. Bryan Keith has been doing a whole lot of flying tonight for a person without wings.
Well, his Mileage Plus membership is at Premier 1K right now as we see Rex Andrews has Ayden Cristiano in the center of the ring. Looking for the east to west. Reverses
Looking
it.
for ground zero there and now.
Wait a minute. Armbar.
He's going to try and pull it apart. And Ayden Cristiano smartly taps out.
Bryan Keith and Rex Andrews.
I don't know that the score has been completely settled here tonight, but certainly Rex Andrews has put an exclamation point